Okay, I'm sorry it took me so long to get back with you. Um, so let's go through. I need to know what happened, and try to take your time. I know you're upset. Did you get a chance to see your son?
No, we went inside the facility. We signed in. They stopped us at the door. Our investigator, I can't even remember his name, a white dude. He said, both of y'all come with me. He said, who's you? I said, I'm the mother. And he asked my daughter-in-law, he said, who you? She said, I'm the girlfriend. He said, well, I want the girlfriend first. You come with me. He said and told the other officers, don't let Miss Atkinson leave the facility. Don't let her use the bathroom. Don't even let her talk to anyone. So I said, what is this about? He said, your son is all right. He said, but you have to talk to me. So he took my daughter-in-law in the back, and he never came back out with her. Then he came to me, and he said, come with me. So he took me in the back, and I said, what's going on? He said, it's a big drug investigation going on, and your son is a part of it. Somebody's been smuggling drugs in here. I said, I've never been here before. This is my first time. He said, shut up and listen to me when I'm talking to you. You hear me? So I stood quiet, and then he said, okay, I'm going to read through your rights. And I said, for what? He said, I said, shut the F up. So he started reading me my rights. And he said, do you understand? I said, I want a lawyer. I said, I want a lawyer. He said, well, since you want a lawyer, you get the F off of my facility. You get the F out of my facility, and you don't ever come back here again. You're not seeing your son. The visit is terminated. And I told the girl that was coming up with me, I said, get in touch with a lawyer for us. Tell them that they're trying to arrest us up here. And then he came out. He said, take your ID and leave the facility. So she said, can I give her the key? Because she came with me. He said, give her the key. He said, and get the F off of these premises, and don't you ever come back here. You'll never see your son again.
Okay, Miss Atkinson, hold on a second. I need you to just hang in there for a few more minutes. All right? Okay, I know you're going through it, and I'm going to get you out of the situation. Are you? First thing I want to know is, are you still in the facility?
No, he kicked me out of my life. I got the key to the van that I came up with, and I got out of there. I'm sitting in Walmart.
Okay, hang on. Where is the person that was with you, the relative, the girlfriend?
They kept her. They locked her up. They wouldn't let me see her. They tried
You
to say she was smuggling drugs, and I know she don't bring drugs up into my son.
wait. You're telling me that your son's girlfriend was held and not released?
Yes, they locked her up.
Okay. Do you know what they charged her with?
She said for drugs, but they're lying. She don't bring drugs up here.
Okay.
They
Now,
don't want me to see how bad my son look.
hold on. I understand, and I know. I believe I understand what you're saying in terms of them retaliating against you because your son complained. But my question is, do you think she had anything on her? Do you think she
No,
had
I
any?
know for sure she didn't have anything. She don't bring anything. They said that this has been an ongoing investigation, but she come up here every week. He said somebody made a complaint with some people. This is what he told me. Somebody made a complaint with some people, and these people are investigating, and I'm an investigator. He said, but I don't work with these people here. I'm just a regular investigator someplace else, but he wouldn't tell me where.
Okay. Did he tell you his name?
He told me his name, but I forgot. He had on a narcotics shirt.
Okay. Does he work at the prison facility?
He told me that he don't, but when we went through the gate, we seen him. He ran from the back, and he said, "Both of you come with me." Then he told me to sit outside and told them to watch me. Don't let me talk to anyone. Don't let me use the bathroom, and don't let me go anywhere. And I said, "What is this about? Am I being under arrest?" He said, "No." Then when he took me in the back, he said, "I'm going to read through your rights." And I said, "What did I do?" He kept telling me to shut the F up when I'm talking to you. You understand me? And I said, "Okay." So after he read me my rights, I didn't say anything. I said, "I want a lawyer." He said, "Well, since you want a lawyer, you're not visiting your son. Get the F off the premises. Get out of here now and don't ever come back here again. You'll never see your son again."
Okay. Now let me just make sure I have everything right because I'm taking notes. This happened at the Orleans Correctional Facility.
Yes.
Okay. Did you get the names of any of the officers who were there? This is in New York, correct?
Yes, this is Albion, New York.
Okay. All right. And you came up there at what time? Do you know what time you got to the facility?
We got I got up here at 3 o'clock. We got inside the facility to go visit my son at exactly 5 o'clock. They kept her in there for 10 minutes, and then came in. He came and got me, but he never brought her back outside. And I asked him where was she at. He told me I don't need to worry about where she's at. She's being arrested. I said, for what for? He said because somebody's been smuggling drugs. I don't know if you had the drugs on you but I'm going to find out. And then he started reading me my rights, and I said, what did I do? He said, shut the F up. So I shut up, and after he read me my rights, he asked me, did I understand? And I said, I want a lawyer. So he said, you know what, being that you want a lawyer, I can't go any further with this. Just get the F off the premises. You're not seeing your son.
Okay, and he used that language with you.
Yes.
Okay, and would you recognize him if we were to get a photograph of the man that said this to you?
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay.
I recognize all the officers that's there.
Okay, was there
There's
any?
a big black man in there also.
Was this officer white, black? What did he look like?
He's white with blonde hair. He's a short, fat guy with blonde hair.
Okay, and was anyone with him when he was making these statements?
No, nobody, just me and him.
Okay, so he took you to a closed room and started yelling at you and making threats. Now, did he make any attempt to search you?
No, he didn't search me. He didn't do anything. I told him, I said, you can search me. I don't have anything on me. This is my first time up here to visit my son. He said, did you ever visit him on Rikers Island? My son was never on Rikers Island. I said, no. He said, well, you can't visit him here either. He said, but your son is all right, but you'll never see him again.
Okay, all right. Well, that's not his call to make, so we will deal with that. I want to get some more facts from you right now. The young woman who was with you, what was she wearing, and do you know if they searched her?
She had on a white shirt with red sweatpants on. And I don't know if they searched her because he took her to the back and he never brought her back out.
Okay, so she went into a back room, and was there a female officer that they brought in to search, or do you know?
No, it was just him and her, and they locked her in the room. And while I was sitting there, I heard another officer tell another officer to hand me a set of handcuffs because somebody is being mandated. And I'm just looking at them saying to myself, what is going on? But nobody, and I looked at the big black officer, and he couldn't even look, and he looked at me, and he just turned his head the other way, like he knew what was going on, but he can't help us.
Now, just a few more questions. Do you know if she's been charged with anything? Did they ever say that she's being charged, or what? What was their explanation for keeping her? Did they give you any explanation at all?
He said the reason why he was keeping her is because somebody's been smuggling drugs into the jail, into the facility, and all the inmates was getting drugs into the facility, and they believe that either me or her has been smuggling the drugs. But when I told him that this is my first time up here, and when I told him that I wanted to see a lawyer, he told me, well, I can no longer go further with this investigation. You have to leave the facility, and you get the F off this facility now. Get off the premises. And he handed me back my ID. He said, you won't be visiting your son. You won't see your son again ever. And he told me to leave.
Okay, now let's talk about getting your your son's girlfriend out of the situation. Did they give you any paperwork, anything that told you? Did she get a booking number, if you know?
No, they didn't give me anything.
Okay.
Anything. They didn't even give me her ID.
Okay, what is her name?
Her name is Derica, Derica McCarn, MCARN.
MCARN?
Yes.
Okay. Delica McCarn. Okay. And how old is she?
Oh, she's 28.
Okay. All right. And does she have a telephone with her?
No, I have her cell phone and everything in the van because we couldn't bring anything into the facility.
Okay. Now, the van that you're in is rented. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, how far are you from your home? Did you drive the van the whole way?
No, another girl drove the van up here. We live in the Bronx, New York. We're all the way up in Albion, New York.
Okay, and how many hours away is that from the Bronx?
Like 6 hours.
Okay. All right. Right now, there's nothing else you can do for her by sitting in the parking lot. Do you have a hotel room?
No, I don't.
Okay. Even if you is there any family or any friends? Do you have any relatives at all in the area?
No, not at all. I just spoke to my husband. I told him what's going on. I said, just in case anything happens to me up here, you need to know what's going on.
Okay. Are you able to get a hotel room, or can you go home? Which is going to